Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Humble Braggers. Hi, Cynthia Bailey.
Well, hi, Humble Braggers. Hi, Crystal Kung Minkoff.
We're going to jump in because I feel like there's so much to talk about in Housewives world right now.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, people want to know our opinions about it. But,
yes.
Okay, so the thing I want to talk about, it's going to be sensitive because as we learned from Kempire, saying allegedly doesn't work.
No.
So what we're going to say is we're going to talk about what we see out in the world right now, but I think we should talk about, our experiences on Housewives.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, I'm Cynthia.
I'm Crystal. This is Humble Brag.
Humble Brag.
Humble Brag.
Oh, I have tea.
Once a housewife,
always a housewife. Can we say that again for the people in the back?
Humble Brag.
Humble Brag. Brag with us.
In the news, there's been a lot of stuff about Wendy Osefo.
Yeah.
And her husband. And I have to say, when I saw it, I didn't really believe it.
I literally thought it was like a prank. I was like, this is not real. Like, I honestly couldn't, I don't even know if I still believe it, to be honest. I'm still processing it.
So I think at this stage, it's kind of very brand new. So right now out there is that there was sort of insurance fraud. They were arrested for that.
Allegedly. Is it even still allegedly at this point?
Well, they were arrested. That wasn't alleged.
Oh, yeah.
So they were arrested, but they were released.
Right. Okay.
And so there's claims just that we see online. I don't know if they're the official claims because they're based on just reports that I think it was a year ago, they had a break-in and things were stolen from their home, which is not uncommon amongst not only housewives, but I just think celebrity and just anyone who's a public figure. I certainly had my stint a year and a half ago. I had my home invasion when we were in Tokyo. And
did they know you were out of town?
Yes.
How did they know?
I posted.
Okay. See, that's a thing that
I've learned my lesson.
Well, I try not to post in real time. So even if I put Lake Bailey, it doesn't mean that I'm actually there. So
do you do that intentionally?
Lake Bailey is kind of like part of my brand at this point. So I always because I'm pretty much bi-coastal for the most part.
But are you intentional
about there?
Are you intentional about posting that you're not there to sort of, or is it just?
Well, I try to post from different places all the time, so people really don't know where I am,
right,
or when I'm home,
right.
But when I am home, for this reason, I like for people to know and feel like I'm at home a lot. So I like to kind of confuse them and be like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm home.
Right.
So they kind of can't really be like, oh, she seems to be gone around this many days.
Right.
So this would be a good time. Yeah. I try not to leave a pattern.
Yeah. But you actually don't have a pattern.
I actually don't have a pattern.
Because when I call you, I generally say, where are you right now? Where are you sitting? So your life is but mine is I'm in LA or I'm traveling. And I've always thought about through the years, even before Housewives, just not being tracked like that. And I just took it for granted, a year and a half ago. And we were on spring break. I posted day one within 12 hours there at the house. Now, they didn't get fully inside the house because I always have people at the house. So I think they weren't anticipating that. Unfortunately, for the people in the house, it's been traumatizing. It's a scary situation. That week, there was a stint of burglaries with the girls on Beverly Hills. So clearly it was, to us, they were watching our cast.
Yeah.
So in this situation,
you guys are being targeted.
We are being targeted, and I think we all are targeted. I don't think these are random acts.
Yeah, we're definitely on the radar.
Yes.
For sure.
So with this situation, I remember it was Wendy had been broken into, but I don't, I don't know when. I did one of the panels with her at BravoCon. I know you know her, but I didn't really. Yeah. She's so lovely.
Wendy's amazing.
Yes.
We did a panel together, I think the Miami BravoCon that we did. And we just had a good time. I love her. I love Eddie. I love who she represents on the show. I think she's an amazing addition to the Potomac cast.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure really challenging to see any headlines when it comes to your friends.
You know what? It is. It is. And I always struggle with, first of all, I just hate to hear or see anything negative with any housewives for the most part, and especially anyone that I know or have a relationship with. And I always struggle with, I like to call when things are good. I hate to be like, oh, hi, I see that, I just like to respect space.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think if the shoe was on the other foot for me, if I was dealing with something negative or not good, I would just kind of want, I would just need some time to be able to really talk and have a conversation.
So just to catch up for listeners that they don't know, So it said that she and her husband were arrested for insurance fraud. Basically, that they claimed these items that were stolen, received the money from insurance, but then it looked like they returned some of the stuff.
And I think the story's still developing. I looked at it this morning, and I literally hadn't been back on except to do a live and do work stuff. So I'm a little behind with where it's at now. So.
I think it's very fresh no matter what.
Yeah.
So my question more is we can't really judge or have any say if whether we think it happened. It's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, we don't know.
But now that you're on this side of sort of the camera and the world and for so long, when you read articles like that, when you read headlines, do you automatically believe them? And have you changed the way you read headlines from when you were before a housewife?
I definitely understand how clickbait works. I'm learning more and more how AI works because that's a whole nother thing. I was like, is this real? Is this AI? Is this
that's a whole other part.
It's a whole nother thing because it looks like us. It's like us, but not us.
Right.
I mean, this is super random, but I recently saw a photo of me saying Cynthia Bailey is pregnant with a child with her new boyfriend, LaPrince. Now, if y'all don't know nothing else, y'all know that my ass is on the other side of menopause. So unless the good Lord himself has magically put a baby inside of me, I'm not pregnant. But sure enough, there was a photo of me sitting at Lake Bailey in a swimsuit, holding my stomach, and there was a pregnant stomach. And not my bloated stomach.
And it was an AI photo of you?
Yes, I can show it to you.
That's crazy.
No, I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
But anyway, so it's very difficult.
So you question things now.
Oh, I question everything because, okay, first of all, let it make a little bit of sense. If you can say anything about me, don't spread a rumor that I'm pregnant because I actually can't physically, to my knowledge, get pregnant.
Right.
Get something that is a little bit more believable.
But it actually makes it better for you that it's so unbelievable that it's an easy thing
to be this
dismiss.
This is AI.
Right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, I open my phone and of course the first thing is this real?
Yeah.
Because I think Wendy's the last person. I don't know her well, but I really liked her when I met her.
Yeah.
This is the last person based on sort of people's persona that I would think that this would happen to.
1,000%.
But I immediately think, oh, I can't believe they did that. Wow. But this is the next step, which I never did before I did Housewives. Then I question it.
Yeah.
I'm like, take a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know yet. But take a beat to give someone the benefit of the doubt.
The benefit of the doubt.
Because I never got that.
Yeah.
And I don't begrudge sort of the audience in the world not to, because they never have gone through the experience we have.
Yeah.
Seeing fake stories about us.
Right.
Not say this is fake, but it's just to give someone a beat.
Right.
Right. And be like, wait a minute.
Well, just giving yourself the time or just researching enough to even see if it's a real story.
Right. Just wait.
Yeah.
Wait for the information. Yeah. So I think that was a really, it made me check myself, each day that I see some kind of headline, whether it's Wendy's story, someone else's story of I've seen so many weird fake stories about myself.
Like what? It can't be any weirder than me being pregnant at 58.
No, it's not as weird. Definitely there's this narrative of that I'm younger than I am. So my age is different because I think there was another Crystal Kung. There's many Crystal Kungs, I think, on the planet. So they attached my profile to some other crystals. So my dad's name is different. I was born in Northern California, And it's so annoying because it's kind of could be true.
Yeah.
Because I think this other crystal is maybe 4 years younger, so it's not that different.
Right.
But it makes a massive difference about when I met Rob. Suddenly I'm 16 to 20, so then it's Rob met me when I was a teenager.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
And so, Rob's always who cares? Just brush it off. I'm sure it annoys him. Mm-hmm. And now that I'm not on the show, that narrative is less and less. But I remember it being out there for a very long time. So now it helps me check myself of I can't necessarily believe everything I read right away. Just take time.
Yeah.
But it made me think about if that was the situation, if what we're reading has any, semblance of truth with Wendy and the situation. I said it to Rob, wow, you don't know her, but one of the housewives, I read that looked like there was insurance fraud and returning and and he goes, why did she return it? Didn't she just keep the stuff? Like that would have been the red flag. And they were like, no, I guess it was like for the money, you know? And I've always thought of Wendy, someone who's successful and something like that. And it made me really think about sort of the pressure we're all under on being on this side.
As housewives.
As housewives.
Like once you come onto a platform like this, I do feel like, and I could just speak for myself personally, I never really bought into like feeling like I had to drive a Rolls Royce or a Maserati or whatever. I never really got into that part of it in terms of like, you know, clothes. I mean, obviously I come from the fashion world, but I don't really overindulge in just spending a lot of money on super expensive things at this point in my life.
But when you started the show, because I just think if that's the situation that she was in or anybody is, and we're like, I know, I have to admit, like, I remember feeling I need to put on everything I have.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have the pressure once the camera's on, because now everyone's like, oh, well, she had on that outfit the other day.
Yeah.
Like there's a certain amount of pressure you got to step it up, because I think the people that watch the show expect to see a certain lifestyle from us.
So that's what I mean.
A luxurious lifestyle for the most part. Yeah.
Because I mean, there are definitely women who are super wealthy that wear Chanel head to toe every day. I don't. But on the show, I did. Yeah. You know, I did high-low.
Well, I didn't, because I didn't have it.
Right, but I mean, saying I'm doing high-low, but it was very intentional to mix because I couldn't afford head to toe. So I'm like, I'm going to throw in a Chanel bag. I'm going to throw in a Chanel jacket and da-da-da. And it's like, it is a slippery slope because each year you're on the show, they want more. And I say they, meaning sort of the global audience. I started low-key. I wasn't like crazy because I'm like, you got to build. I knew. I was like very forward thinking. Yeah. If I show out everything today, I'm done. Like I have nothing left.
Right.
So I did
you stressed it out. You rationed it out.
Yes. I went piece by piece, but there is, you know, when they would highlight your purse, it was like, do I bring out more bags? And then I actually went the other direction. I got a little panicked about, you know, theft and stuff. Yeah. But I can see it's just so much pressure and to keep up the lifestyle, because what you don't want is everyone to think that something's wrong. Like if suddenly I'm wearing Zara all day, are people going to now write articles about me that I can't afford that? It is a really tough position to be in. And I can see why people struggle with it.
Yeah, I understand that. Like with Atlanta, you know, the ladies are very much into fashion and lifestyle and showing it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, to each his own. It is what it is. I do think that the housewives world has evolved just in terms of us, you know, showing more, being more fashionable. Like when you look at some of the earlier shows, like, you know, from when this whole thing started, nobody was, rocking, you know, Alexander McQueen and stuff. Right. It was very like housewifey.
Very real.
Real Housewives of whatever. Yeah. It was never Real Fashionistas of Orange County. So the fashion part was never really a huge focus back then, but it's become more of a focus now. The fashion weeks and all those things have really kind of, you know, integrated themselves into our world as well, and vice versa. So yeah, I think, you know, as you become famous and known on these type of platforms, you do feel a certain amount of pressure to look a certain way. I think people judge you. I think they expect you to look a certain way, to seem like you live on a certain level. So I can see how people feel that is validating in some way, that they can afford this. And, you know, I literally don't I have like one Chanel bag. I don't have a Birkin. I'm not saying I wouldn't ever get one, but I don't have one. But I feel like I may be the only one that don't have one as a housewife, to be honest. I am literally probably the only housewife in all the franchises that probably don't have a damn Birkin bag yet.
But let me tell you something. That's an interesting statement, because I doubt that every housewife had a Birkin before they did the show.
I would agree.
And that's what I'm talking about, the pressure.
The pressure. To your point, that is a good point.
And that is not a cheap little situation. That is a $10,000, $15,000 proposition to feel like you belong on the side. Yeah. And I think that pressure can drive you crazy, and it can make you feel really scared, because if you don't have one, you have your own self-confidence, you know what you do. But if every other person has one, I remember feeling like I need to get more. Like I didn't really care that much before. And I think what's different about Housewives reality people is that major stars who make $40 million a picture, they go on the red carpet. But when you see them like in a random photo, they can wear a t-shirt and jeans.
Absolutely.
No one cares.
Absolutely.
But Housewives, somehow a t-shirt and jeans relate to, oh, maybe they're broke. Maybe something's happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a different expectation of Housewives that's puts a lot of pressure that I think,
I think social media has a lot to do with that as well, because now we have to pose what we're wearing. It's like, before you're like, okay, I'm doing Watch What Happens Live. Now it's a big deal about what did I wear on Watch What Happens Live. Like all the fashion blogs, they pick up on all those things. So now you feel like, God forbid you wear Zara on Watch What Happens Live, which I completely love Zara. And I'm sure back in the day, I have worn it.
And by the way, that's
probably
mixed
in some
wear.
pieces currently. Yeah. Like I don't have an issue with wearing only name brand things.
Yeah.
I've been around fashion my entire life since I was 18 years old. So not only have I been to the fashion weeks, I've walked in those fashion weeks, Paris Fashion Week, Milan, all of the things. So I just have a different mindset when it comes to that, like, spending money, the things that I choose to actually spend money on at this point in my life, not to take it from anybody else. Do what you want to do with your money is really more on just bettering my quality of life. Mm-hmm. I like to travel well. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'd like to stay in nice hotels. I like having a nice car. It doesn't have to be the most expensive car out there, but I like a nice car. Yeah. I do. I just get the things that I like. I like using my money to just elevate my quality of life. And for me, it's just not really, I'm just not interested in like spending a lot of money on clothing and stuff like that. Right. Not at this point in my life.
Right. I mean, it just really made me think about, these headlines about Wendy and is Eddie?
Eddie, yeah.
Yeah. There's so much like not just the wealth, but like the legal stuff, right? I think is a very high percentage of housewives that get into legal trouble.
Yeah.
Partners, kids, family. And I think to myself, like, is it chicken or the egg? Mm-hmm. Like, does this show perpetuate that? Are they finding people that they know are on the verge of that? Mm-hmm. Like, it is a very high percentage, I think, relative sort of to the rest of the demographic. Mm-hmm. And I have such a sympathy for it.
Yeah.
Because I certainly know what it feels like with the lights on and everyone is like head to toe.
Yeah.
And the bigger trips, even though like we've revealed a lot of stuff, like the trips are paid for, it's like we still need you can't live a tiny life if you're on that show.
Yeah. It's true.
It doesn't allow for that. And so I know that in moments for me, it's like I try to level up. And I mean, I blew my first season. I blew every season's salary so fast.
Yeah.
On clothes that I would never have bought myself originally.
Yeah. I mean, clothes is just one part of it. You have glam.
Ugh.
Now you got a stylist. You have assistants. You may even have a driver, a chef. Like you just have like a team. Like all of a sudden you need this team or feel like you need this team of people to help you because filming is crazy. It's very stressful. It's very busy. Depending on what franchise, you can be shooting like sometimes, I shot like 2 and 3 scenes a day, like back in the day.
Yeah.
So at that time, you need help. A lot of times you do need help, but I think that, when you're a part of something like this, you still have to realize, okay, now you're just not like a normal person in the world doing this stuff. The spotlight is on you in every way.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you're doing, you just got to be careful how you're moving once the spotlight is on you in that way. And if you are doing something that's illegal, coming on a platform like this, like people are watching everything and just paying attention to you in a way that they wouldn't do it if you were not on, on a platform like this. That moment when you sink into a hotel bed and think, why doesn't my bed feel like this? Well, that's what you can expect with Leesa. I have the Legend model and it feels like a 5-star sleep every single night.
Leesa has a lineup of beautifully crafted mattresses tailored to how you sleep, without the luxury price tag. Each mattress is designed with specific sleep positions and feel preferences in mind. From night one, you'll feel the difference. Premium materials that deliver serious comfort and full body support, no matter how you sleep.
Leesa mattresses are meticulously designed and assembled in the USA for exceptional quality. Plus, They back it all up with free shipping, easy returns, and a 100-night sleep trial. Leesa has been tested and awarded Best Hybrid Mattress by New York Times Wirecutter and is exclusively featured by West Elm as their go-to mattress partner.
Leesa isn't just about sleep, it's about impact. They donate thousands of mattresses each year to those in need, while also partnering with organizations like Clean Hub to help remove harmful plastic waste from our oceans.
Go to Leesa.com for their Black Friday early access sale and get 25% off mattresses plus an extra $50 off with promo code HUMBLE, exclusive for our listeners.
That's LEESA.com, promo code HUMBLE for their Black Friday early access sale and 25% off mattresses plus an extra $50 off. Support our show and let them know we sent you after checkout. Leesa.com, promo code HUMBLE. Cooler days call for layers that last, and Quince is my go-to for quality essentials that feel cozy, look refined, and won't blow your budget.
Think $50 Mongolian cashmere, premium denim that fits like a dream, and luxe outerwear you'll wear year after year. These are the pieces that turn into your fall uniform.
I'm eyeing their wool coats. They look designer level, but cost a fraction of the price. And the quality, honestly, just as good, if not better.
Because Quince partners directly with top-tier ethical factories and cuts out the middleman, they deliver luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands.
It's a kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. Like, I just got Quince's Mongolian cashmere oversized V-neck sweater, and I love it. It's become a staple in all my fall fits.
Cute. I'll have to check it out. Find your fall staples at Quince. Go to quince.com/humble for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/humble to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/humble. Are you friends with the girls on Potomac?
I know all the ladies. I don't know the new ladies.
Okay.
A couple of new ladies I know, but I know all the ladies that have been on there, for, some years.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think of I think they just started airing last week.
They did.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that, brand new.
Yeah, like I knew Karen, Giselle, Wendy, Candace, Monique, Robin, Ashley. Ashley just called me the other day, actually.
I like Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley's
I like
great.
Ashley.
Like all of them, if I'm forgetting somebody, Sharice, I can't remember everyone. But I know all the ladies that kind of started in the beginning. And I've met some of the ladies that joined last season, the season before. There's a couple ladies that joined this season that I have not met yet.
I mean, it's a wild thing to have the show airing, this happening. It seems like it just happens faster, like more frequently, faster.
Well, what's crazy is I immediately, when I saw this, I was still processing Karen Hugo going to jail and being released. Like, she just got back home. So I'm like, okay, Karen's back. She did what she needed to do. Like, we're good. Everything is normal again.
Right.
And then I wake up and I'm like, Wendy. I'm like, oh
Another
my
earthquake.
God. Like, I just immediately just was so upset. I was like, no. And then I honestly just refused. Like, I was like, no, this is like a prank. Like, this is not real. And then when I went back on my social media a couple hours later, it was everywhere. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is this real? Like, why is this all over my timeline?
Yeah.
And it just made me, just kind of freaked me out, actually.
Yeah.
I just wasn't ready for that. And I didn't, what I know of them, I'm just like, what?
It didn't seem right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I don't know them, but the little time I spent with her, I liked her. And you get good vibes from people.
Of course. Yeah.
So my initial was, once I just decided, if this is true, I just felt bad.
Yeah. I felt bad.
Bad for anyone.
I felt sad too. I was like, what?
That has
happened?
To feel like they need to do that.
Yeah.
The pressure they're under for what?
Yeah. And we're speculating. We are trying to, we don't
putting
know ourselves
yet.
in different situations to try to figure out how did we even get to this conversation? I mean, until they say something. I mean, I'm standing on the side of
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to give it a beat.
Yeah.
I don't really have any real opinion about it other than I feel bad.
Yeah.
I immediately thought about their kids, their beautiful family. I was like, okay, this is not what I wanted to wake up to see.
Yeah.
I did not want to see that.
Yeah. I think it's always petty drama's fun and, making fun of each other's clothes. I don't know, something simple. This is tough stuff because this is actually affects kind of a lot of people, their family and reputation and children. And I just, hopefully things will get resolved and,
Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping Wendy and Eddie and their family just in prayer. I just feel bad that I even woke up to it. So.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to switch to more fun, but I think more wild is the Miami reunion. Let me tell you, I didn't watch the whole season, okay? Because I don't know, I just didn't get to it. This series, this 3-part reunion has like sucked me in so hard.
Yeah,
did you watch it?
I haven't watched it in its entirety, but I've been seeing the clips.
Yeah,
I've been seeing the best parts.
And what was the best part of the season?
Oh, well, I was very surprised about the revelation that just came out, like some.
Oh, Julia and Adriana.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I was just going to say that. Had no idea.
I didn't see that coming.
I mean, I would like to say like, oh, it all makes sense, but
so what happened? Because I just saw like a clip that they like. I don't know, made out or
they did.
They did more.
They made out with their bodies.
Okay, they had sex.
Yes.
They were intimate.
Yes, they apparently had an affair. But
affair.
Yeah.
So does that mean like this was more than once, or was it a one-off, or was it a thing?
I believe it's a one-off over the last maybe couple of years. They've actually filmed like throughout the seasons so they like kind of aired like moments that they were on some kind of trip and like it happened during that trip.
So it was more than once. I wasn't clear about that.
It was more than once, right? Yeah, it was like multiple times.
Oh,
but it even turned into like, will you leave Martina for me? Like it became that. So it really felt like they were like very mad at each other from the end of the season all the way to the reunion. And now you realize it's almost like scorned, like love. Like a love triangle. Is that scorned?
Yeah.
Person, whatever it's called, scorned love. So there's that, which I did not expect. But then they like kind of, I've been looking online, like they really referenced Julia being like, I remember the season before, because I'm friends with Larsa, like watching her call her out for like being with some other guy, Julia, like that Julia is just sort of like a serial, I don't know what the word is, and she likes, by the way, I like Julia too, actually a lot. I think Julia's super nice. But that she's, she likes people. She likes a lot of people. So apparently
she's for the people.
She's for the people. So I know we're like such nerds here. So but it's also like kind of juicy to watch. I mean, I had no idea that that's what, the base stress was between them. That's the part that makes sense. Like what, but
interesting.
I wonder, the one person I wonder is like Martina, like how does watching your spouse reference all these things over the last couple of years so casually? Like
that's got to be hard.
Yeah, because she said she told her 6 months prior of all these trysts or whatever. But to talk about it in such a like, I don't know, whatever way we've been watching it is like, yeah, I can't. I mean, they're married with children. Like this show is so.
I'm a little speechless, honestly. Now that I was like, oh, so they like probably made out on a girls trip, cast trip.
No, all
whatever.
The old Romy makes out on a cast trip. This is not what that is.
This is not
for fun.
Okay, so I have to process this differently now, and I have to go and revisit those clips because now I see what the whole thing. I was like, everybody's like talking about this thing, but I just had not really dug deep into it because I've been filming and busy and traveling, so I just hadn't had time to do a deep dive.
Yeah.
But now I may have to make some phone calls.
Yes. But I mean, like, what was interesting, like, we're friends with Alexia. We like Alexia a lot. But she's like...
And I'm friends with Marisol, like, Larsa too. Marisol. Yeah. Like, we had to make some phone calls.
They are
find out what's going on.
Kind of all team Julia. And I just am wondering why. And again, I am, as you know, I think there's like 120 housewives in the world, okay, ever. There's only 120 of us that actually really understand the real dynamics.
Really? That's the number? Like about 120 of us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Not that many, because you think your show has been going forever, but the changeover is not that much.
Yeah.
It's not like every year there's 10 new girls.
That's true.
It's like maybe one girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Beverly Hills is 21.
Yeah.
I mean, total.
Okay.
But, I like numbers. I know, I like numbers. And But only us group really know when we watch the show, if like everyone's ganging up on one person, whatever. I think we talked about this before, but the audience doesn't really get why, but we do. We always know why someone likes someone, and it always feels like a gang up, but there's other stuff going on that's never shown. So that being said, I don't really know the dynamics with the girls, but they were very Team Julia. So, and I like Adriana a lot. I spent a lot of time with her at BravoCon.
How long has Adriana been on Miami?
I think she was one of the OGs.
Oh, okay.
But then she was always like a friend of. Like they gave her a friend of towards the end, but she brings so much. But like Marisol. Like there's no rhyme or reason. Everyone on that cast should be full time. Or just call them all friends of. Like they all very equal to me.
Yeah. Marisol shoots all the time.
Yeah.
So
they're really like
I keep forgetting she's a friend of.
I think Miami is very different than every other franchise in that way. That they like pick, I don't know if it's a financial thing. I don't know if it's a whatever thing, but they all seem very full time. But now that I've seen that reunion, I'm sure like many people, I'm going to go back and watch the season. Because it's like almost like a show of like crime where you're now like looking at like little moments.
Yeah, you're trying to put it all together.
And
see what did you miss.
Yeah. So see, I'm enjoying Housewives again. I'm like, I'm liking the drama. It's like fun.
Yeah, because you're not a part of it.
Yeah.
Of course you're liking it. That's the best way to enjoy it.
It doesn't affect me.
Yeah. You can sit back, get your popcorn, get your little martini and your olives.
Wait, where are you guys with your show?
We are.
Are you almost done?
We're more than halfway past the finish line.
Yeah.
Now. I think we maybe have about a month left.
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like that's a long time or a short time?
I feel like it's going fast, but I just feel like in general, 2025 went really fast.
Fast is good.
Fast is good.
If it felt slow, that means then you're in deep shit.
That's right. Okay. That's right. We haven't done the international trip yet. That's coming up. And you know, that's where a lot of the bullshit goes.
Do you know where it's going?
I don't.
Oh, you still don't?
I don't know where we're
going. Is there like city or countries being thrown out that you hear like?
No, I can't say.
No, but I'm saying like, are there countries being thrown out? Like you hear?
Not really.
Oh, really? See, we'd always hear like months. Like everyone knows.
It's been pretty tight-lipped.
Okay.
So far.
Do you have a gut?
I have a gut, but I can't say.
Okay.
It's international.
We know that.
It's not in the States. That's all I can say right now.
Are you excited about it if that was the one?
I am excited about it. I'm excited, but a lot of things are happening now leading up to the trip.
Uh-oh.
So, again, there's a lot of things happening. Season 17 is doing a lot. And it's what I like about the season is it's not just one person. There's a lot of moving parts.
Okay.
And everybody is in it in different ways. Like, I think the ladies, the housewives, you know, it feels like, you know, even from what I just see on social media outside of filming with the ladies, everybody has a lot of strong personal story.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that really carries the success of the season.
Right.
You know, because everybody got a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw one of the things that just came out. Portia did an interview where she said that she was dating a man. And she's also dating a woman.
I did see that.
So that went viral. But I think Portia's been going viral for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's like no surprise. It's like,
you know what?
I was like, lady, please stop dominating my timeline. Like everything she does seems to go viral.
I saw that because they showed a clip of the like people think it might be the woman that filmed.
Oh, they smoked the woman out in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you saw when she was filming with you, could you sense that they were dating?
No, but I think there was a scene that Portia was in, and I do believe the lady was there.
Okay, got it. Yeah. But you weren't there.
I was not there.
Got it. No. Got it. That's what I'm saying. When you watch it back, then you start to like.
Yeah, you got to put it all together.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I did see that though. Were you surprised?
I wasn't like in shock. I was actually surprised that it was a big deal online.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, a lot of the ladies do what they want.
Yeah.
With who they want.
It's a major through line with Housewives this week, apparently.
Yeah.
Everyone's like a trendsetter. Like, what's, you know.
But it's always like going back to the point we were talking about earlier, you know, in real life, if you are fluid, bisexual, whatever, it's not really that big of a deal. This is 2025. Who really cares? But in housewife world, everything is bigger than life.
But it's also because with Housewives, if you've been on long enough, people feel like they really know you.
Yeah.
So they know Portia as this person.
Yeah.
Right? This heterosexual woman with kids. You know, it's like you have this sort of like that thing with Kyle. You
Yeah.
have this very established sort of perception about people, and you don't really know what goes on behind closed
that's
doors.
true. I mean, the whole Kyle and Morgan thing was a huge big deal. When
Huge.
in real life, it's like, okay, so
who cares?
So what?
Yeah, no
She's
one
dating
cares
a woman
in
now.
LA. But on television.
Yeah.
And I think for people, it makes them feel like that's not who I thought that was. You know, they feel there's something about Housewives that makes people feel secure. Like, I know who you are, I know your kids. I think that's another thing. People come up to me like they'll make some kind of comment like they know me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, you saw that episode with that clip about me, but you don't really know me.
I mean,
So
I think it would be a big deal if you had a lady friend.
Me?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a huge
If you
deal.
I think that would go viral for sure.
Like Crystal and Cynthia, and then a heart around it. Just put a heart.
You do call me your wife.
I do. I'm trying to tiptoe to the audience. Let them, you know.
I mean, I don't know if you're trying to tell me something, but
little nuggets.
Yeah.
No, I think I would be a huge shocker for people, and we are not. You're not hearing it first here is another thing, but maybe one day. But maybe.
Well,
the day is young.
you are my wife. I am your wife, but we are not performing wifely duties.
Yes. Yet.
At this time.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, not to say it would ever. Listen, I don't know.
You know what?
This is not going to come out right.
Yeah,
okay.
you're getting crazy.
I'm going to leave this alone.
And I like it because I feel like you're getting a little bit shy around me.
I am. I'm like blushing. I'm like, oh my God. Because I'm like, now I'm like almost like getting jealous just imagining you with another woman and it not being me.
This is a completely different show now.
I mean, if we were going to go there, I kind of feel like you could be my person.
Hypothetically. Okay.
I mean, I'm not coming on to you, but I'm
so
saying
we should leave right now.
Dare go there and it not be me because then we're going to have a problem.
It's you. I'm establishing. If and when I announce it.
Yes.
It'll be us.
It's these cheekbones. And should I decide to go the other way, then you're my first phone call.
Thank you. I love it.
And we'll just leave it right there.
This has gone awry. Okay, so with that, I
don't know where we go from there.
No, we have a woman who we are
Is it hot in here?
In love with because she is all about women power, female power, making women look great. And we are very excited for our next guest. And we will reveal her after the break. Are we a television show now? Well, in the spirit of friendship and girlship and all of it, I'm so excited that I've been able to bring my sister and my other sister together today. So we welcome the most prolific, incredible, successful, dare I say, famous costume designer in Hollywood, Mona May.
Mona May, welcome to Humble Brag.
Thank you, girls. I'm so happy to be here. I mean, so lovely to meet you.
Very
and
nice
Crystal,
to meet you.
You know, my sister. I mean, seriously, so many years and so much fun together. It's just amazing. I'm so happy to be here.
So a little backstory about Mona. I met Rob 22 and a half years ago. So that means I met Mona 22 and a half, not minus 1 day years ago. Mona and Rob not only have worked together, I think on probably every project Rob has ever done in his career, but after Lion King has been one of Rob's best friends. But really, Mona's claim to fame is and I'm going to let you name them, all the incredible projects that you have worked on, and not only worked on, but actually have created complete fashion, just iconic changes in actually fashion in the world and trends. Yes. One being which we're celebrating 30 years this year is Clueless.
Clueless.
Insane, you guys. I can't believe it's been 30 years. Seriously.
And you really created that schoolgirl, sexy, young look. I mean, that predates Britney Spears, right?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, you know, this was the first movie about girls. When Amy Heckerling wrote this film based on Emma, Jane Austen, Emma, she ran around the studios and tried to sell the script and nobody bit. I mean, basically they were like, We don't want to movie about girls. No, there was
Nobody was interested.
Nobody was interested. They said, if you add boys, we'll do it. And she was like, no way. I mean, remember, this is really pre any of the, the movement.
Yeah,
the movement.
That's true.
So finally Paramount did it, and it was Scott Wood and Sherry Lansing, and they said it, and they, gave us like $25 million. They was like, oh, just give them the money. It's never going to be cool. And, they just left us alone because they just didn't even believe in it.
Right.
And look at us. 30 years later, we're still talking about it. I mean, now the book,
yes, we are.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's
so
amazing.
Amy Heckerling is brilliant. Her script was brilliant. She cast so brilliantly with Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd, all the kind of, we were all ingenues. We were all young. That was my first studio movie. I didn't even have an agent.
Wow.
How did they find you? Because you guys don't really know Mona. You guys don't know her personally, you know her work, but Mona is like the queen of girls. You are, and I'm going to say this, Rob, I know you're listening. We love you. But she'd even be like, are you sure you're ready to get married? You're so young. You're an independent woman. Stick up, be yourself, be strong.
Right.
And
career first.
Yeah, yes. She has been, you are a champion of women, and you're a champion of being sexy. And I just remember that because I've always been very conservative.
Yes.
And she's like, show your tits.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Give us some legs.
Forever. It's like, I want authentic women. I mean, and it was such a great opportunity with Clueless because, as I said, everybody was wearing grunge. It was 1994 when we made the movie. It came out in 1995. And Amy wrote the script about these high fashion girls in Beverly Hills that had a ton of money. They could do anything. So, for me, it was the runway shows, going to the runway shows, but then also as a costume designer, bringing them in to the real world of 16-year-olds. And finding the high fashion. I mean, Stacey Dash as Dion.
Yes.
There were no girls dressing like this. There were no black girls looking this way. I mean, it was unbelievable what she has created, Amy. And then we met on a pilot, answering your question. And the pilot never got picked up, but we knew that we were like destined to work together and create something. It was like, finding a creative soulmates in a way, because she loved fashion. She was feminine. She was girly. She knew that I had it in me already too. And I also was born in India. I grew up in Europe. I studied fashion in Europe. So I had a very different eye, I think, than most people, something that was more global at the time. So I could bring that to the film, something that's timeless, something that lived now 30 years and actually is still incredibly current.
It is. That's such a great point. It is timeless. Like, I feel like Clueless is just as relevant, like the style that
today,
you curated. It's like,
Thank you.
Like,
Cynthia has a 25-year-old daughter.
I do.
Is she a fan?
Is she a fan?
Oh, Clueless.
Oh, yes. I think we all, that's the crazy thing. Like, she's 25. She's a fan. I'm a fan. I remember like literally where I was when that movie came out.
See, and this
I was living in New York.
So amazing because these are the stories of like connecting with the characters, with women. And I think what you said earlier about like the femininity. Girls did not dress like this. They did not dress in high fashion. They did not dress feminine. I mean, it was all grunge at the time when we prepped the movie. We went to high school. We were like crying with Amy, like, oh my God, this is so bad. And I created this whole world of like high fashion in high school that was now, a movement.
How did you come up with the vision? Like what?
How
did you come up with this?
Number one, it was all in the script. In a sense, it was about the girls, rich girls having the money. So then I knew as a fashion designer, trained fashion designer, to go to the runways, look what's happening in London, Paris, Milan, but then bring that into high school because, there were 16-year-old girls. You don't want snooty models running around in high heels. You would be like, who are these girls? So they had to become real, authentic. Who is the character of Cher, the controlling girl, the very preppy, the queen bee in high school, right? Then we have Stacey Dash. Stacey was so cool, by the way. She was like a little older. She grew up in New York. She was all punk rock. She came in and she was like, let's just make it sexy. Make the skirt shorter. And, with her skin tone and like her joie de vivre that she had, I was able to make the little vinyl skirts, leopard color. I love her clothes. Truly, that's Dr. Seuss hat.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
Just no one
killed it.
No one
You
could
killed
wear it but her.
Yeah.
Imagine walking out of that house in that hat, strutting through and making it so high fashion.
She owned it.
She owned it.
Did you have to go out and shop? Because I know that like when you work with Rob, it's like there's a lot of shopping and there's making, or was it solely new? Like, did you look at old pieces? Like, how did you?
Well, it was very interesting. It's such a good question because it was so interesting because the world did not exist. So there was not really a blueprint for me. So I had to really create the world from, and not a lot of money. $25 million movie is nothing. I mean, I had like $200,000 in 1994. More than now, but still not enough. Alicia Silverstone, 63 changes alone.
Wow.
Yes. Stacy, 45. Amber, fashion victim. All of those girls, plus dressing all the extras.
For
everybody you see on the screen had to be dressed head to toe because they would come in their grunge at 5 a.m, line up, and you're like, you can't be. This is not the right color. This is not the right shape. I had to create the world of Beverly Hills that you entered and you're mesmerized by, right? Something that's so high fashion. There was a very specific color palette. I mean, the yellow suit.
Love.
Which is now, cover of my book, which is amazing. I mean, it's, it's pop culture now, which is so cool. It's just so interesting. But what was fun answering your question, I had to go high and low. I had to go to high designers if I had the money, borrow the Alaya dress, buy the Jean Paul Gaultier yellow suit, like scrape, and then go to thrift stores. But everything I did, I altered. So it was couture.
Yes.
Wherever it was from the mall, Contempo Casual, if we remember that.
Contempo.
Yes.
So I created this world that never existed before. And I'm so proud that this movie and these fashions still, inspire. I mean, I was just at SCAD, a film school.
Oh, yes.
And they were doing fashion shows and we had the screening and we had the girls coming up with their cool little outfits and crochet skirts. I mean, like you said, you plus your daughter who's 25, and we had a winner in Savannah at 8 years old, a Cher outfit.
Wow.
People are still wearing that, like young kids for Halloween.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's a huge Halloween outfit.
Yeah, but I'm such a lucky girl because I mean, Romy and Michele the same. They wearing the outfits still for Halloween for my movie Romy and
Michele.
Michele.
Romy and Michele.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, should I list Never Been Kissed, Wedding Singer, Night at the Roxbury, Enchanted. I mean, girls, Stuart Little, Haunted Mansion with Rob Minkoff.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Was that your first movie with Rob? Haunted Mansion? Or Stuart?
No, Stuart Little too. Oh my God, and the mouse. Okay, this is a great story. So I come into the meeting. I'm young designer. It's like Stuart, the first movie, very conservative. He's wearing like, little suits.
By the way, she has to costume design this animated character.
Yes. How cool.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. He never even existed in the real life.
Okay.
So keep going about Stuart.
Okay, keep going about Stuart.
So
and then
anyway,
I have a
come
question.
into the meeting with Rob and I bring drawings and he's wearing Prada suit, skateboarding, and like a school outfit with a hoodie. And Rob is like, okay, this is crazy. I love it. Does he go to Gap and shop for his clothes? I'm like, yeah, this is a mouse Gap. And this is how we met. And this is how, he just loved the idea. And then, same thing I did with Gina Davis in the first movie. She's very kind of conservative in a suit. And I gave her like va-va-voom, almost Jessica Rabbit clothes, beautiful colors with her skin tone. I mean, just so much fun. And I love Rob because Rob, he trusts me as a designer, as a woman, and kind of how I can dress the girls. And again, going back to that, how I dress the girls, I'm all for girls. I mean, to be able to do the first movie like Clueless, who really started Legally Blonde, Mean Girls.
Wow.
There was nothing before like this.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. You created the blueprint.
Yeah, I created the blueprint.
You really did. You are the blueprint.
I am the blueprint.
So where do you find your inspiration?
Everywhere. I mean, I'm such a sucker for fashion, always look at the runways. I mean, it's just like everything, every detail I devour. What is cool? What is not? I was born in India, which is very interesting.
I was going to ask you that. So you're born in India.
So like the color. Like I love color. I mean, look at my fuchsia.
Yes.
Like it's energy. Color is energy to me. So if you look at my movies, it's almost like a signature with the color.
A lot of color.
Just so you know, we don't normally wear black, so it's really weird.
Literally,
we actually walked in today. We're like, why are we all wearing black today?
Dress like we're going to a funeral every day.
But we don't normally wear black.
Yeah.
But yes, you have always been. So tell us about India.
My dad was a Polish diplomat. And my mom is German, and they got married, and my dad was there for 5 years. So I was born there and lived there till I was 3. So, everything that I first saw, the color, the saffron yellow, the fuchsia, the jewelry, it just has an imprint on me. I mean, look at me. I mean, this is me. This is really how I see the world. And I think I can put all of that into my work. And I think when you said about, what is my inspiration, I think also meditation. Going in, and I teach that a lot at schools for the kids. It's like, you have to be unique, to be yourself, to really be an artist. I think you have to find it inside. Who are you? What is your unique point of view? We see, I mean, there's Google, there's Instagram. It's like we are inundated about this stuff, but to be true to yourself and really know what it is that it's almost like you have to transfer it, through your soul and through your heart, because it has to touch people. And I think that's spiritual. And I think that's what I see in my characters, my girls. Like, I love them. I want the girls in Clueless to be really authentic and really strong. I mean, Romy and Michele girls, it's like at the end when they strut in their blue and pink dress, they're like, this is us. We don't care. We just did this. Like, you have to believe in yourself.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
And it's all about our shape. As girls, we have the boobs, we have the hips, we have the things. It's like, let's embrace
It's like
this.
Embracing it. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
How did you get started in fashion, styling? Like, how did this happen? Okay, you were in India. Like, when did it all come together?
I was a little kid who was drawing princesses and already at 5 years old making collections and telling mom what to wear. I I don't know. It was kind of a gone sad. I think God has given this to me.
Yeah,
it's a gift. It really is a gift. I don't know how I know.
But you just know.
I really know.
You know. You definitely know.
And it's so beautiful because as I get older, I trust it more and more. I never question it. I know to believe this instinct, and it's so wonderful now that I can give back. Now with this book, I'm going to a lot of universities, to different schools, Trade Tech and Savannah Arts and FIT and NYU, and like really be able to share my inspiration of life. In a way, and can you inspire kids now to really believe in themselves in this chaos that we live in, and this kind of like, are we okay? And who we are, there's just all of us. We are kind of on the edge of precipice of falling down, to bring them up.
So tell us about this book, The Fashion of Clueless, because I love this book. And I saw the iteration quite a long time ago that you said that it was your pitch deck, essentially. I saw like a very...
It was my pitch deck.
Can I see the book?
Yes.
Please. Oh my God.
It's spectacular. And what I love about it, it's so iconic.
The yellow plaid cover.
Plaid.
Oh my God. I mean
that
couldn't even be anything
plaid.
else,
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's 30 years in the making in a way. I've been wanting to do this book for so long. And now we had the 30th anniversary in Paramount. I pitched it and they were like, let's do it. Yeah. And this is such a good time. And, it's something for the fans, for everyone to take home and be with the characters, turn the page, get off your phone, and it's like so intimate in a way. We going into like backstories. And I talked to Paul Rudd. He was so cute. He was like, Mona, do you remember that I wore my own jeans and boots? I was like, oh my God, yes. We were so broke in a way, like anybody could help,
But these are the stories of real Hollywood.
Yes.
Which is why I love having, we call guests, but friends here that can tell these real stories, because Hollywood has drastically changed in the last very quick.
Oh my God.
Like 10 years, 5 years.
Oh my God. The last 5 is like a madness.
Yes, I know. You and Robert, I hear you guys on the phone all the time.
I know.
And it's really changed. And this was the golden era.
It was the golden era.
But the era was still when you had tight budgets. How do you figure it out? You guys, your actors, your main stars coming in their own clothes, and like what you guys create together, creativity is so vital, and it's getting lost in the trenches right now. And I think that's why this book is so special, because I hope it inspires kids like Zoe. Zoe is like, you see her, she's a little fashion girl, and her daughter, 25, Noelle, I mean, she's like a supermodel, and it's like what they put together, and what you don't want to just, everything's so homogenized, and I think that Mona is what I find so special about you. From the day I met you, going into your house, you could sense India in there. When I met Mona, she had monks living in her home.
I know.
It was a crazy, fun era. I was 20 years old, and I was like, I learned so much from you. And you are so authentic. And no one on this planet could have made Clueless other than you.
I exactly feel the same way.
And today, Zoe is buying plaid schoolgirl skirts.
Oh my God.
I mean, she really is. That's what she like. That's the vibe. And I'm like that. I said, that's Aunt Mona. Who did that?
So
I mean, but you
cute.
are really inspiring so many people. And this book, I think, is really like, if you're out there and if you yourself are looking for something to draw inspiration, or you have a daughter who loves to draw, like, get off your screen.
Yes, please. And look at these beautiful,
these are amazing images.
And,
I mean, doesn't it bring you back?
Like, it totally takes me back to such an amazing place in time.
And there's stuff in there, you guys, that nobody has seen. Even me, we found costume continuity Polaroids from like 30 years ago somewhere in a dungeon of Paramount.
Amazing.
And we brought them out, and they actually like didn't disintegrate. They're perfect. So there's stuff in there that it's just so unique and so wonderful. And there's style guides. How can you even put together a Cher outfit now? Her little date outfit, or her little pink dress. And
I just you passed by a photo. The boy that Cher liked.
Oh, right here,
Christian,
and he was gay.
Yes, but how brilliant that Amy wrote it.
Yes, and I'm saying this movie
1940s
was
Rat Pack.
Totally.
Yes. I mean,
so ahead of its time, this film. So, I mean, it really, different races, different sexualities.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was.
But in a really real way.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just, we are here.
Totally.
And Stacey talks about it so much too. I mean, she really truly embraced that character so beautifully, because it was truly revolutionary at the time to have these two girls best friends in Beverly Hills, just best friends.
Yeah. You know what I find so amazing? I'm looking at this and it feels like you were able to figure out, and I think this is such an important part of being a stylist, what worked for each personality, for each spirit.
And body, too.
Because sometimes you put clothes on people and the clothes wear them, they can't wear the clothes.
Oh, God.
It really feels like every single thing you put on that you chose, you knew that it was right for that specific character. Yes. And that's that's a gift, actually.
That is a gift.
Because we can all go and buy, like, all these amazing clothes, but it doesn't always feel authentic.
Yes.
It doesn't always look authentic.
And thank you. And this is, I think, part of this living like legacy, that people can connect with these characters on their authentic way. Who are we? We love Cher. We love Dion. We love Amber or Ty. We can kind of emulate them in a way. I did this amazing collaboration with the Real. So what I did, I curated their clothes per each character. And it was the most successful collaboration they ever had.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
people
sure.
just were like loving it. So I curated Cher clothes, I created Dion's looks, I created Ty's look, and it was all vintage too, which was so cool. Like vintage Gaultier and vintage McQueen, and because the good thing, the fashion has lived on, and I think I love what you said, because to me, dressing women. There's a certain thing. It is about timelessness. It's about things like the perfect black dress, the empire waist, the cup sleeves, the twin sets, the A-line, the peacoat, the beret, the stockings. It's like things that were cool in 1950s, 1920s.
Never go out of style.
Never go out of style. And we know that we can go to them, put them on, and we're like, good.
Yeah.
We're good. And that's what I try to teach you too. I mean, for so many years, we work together and kind of, coaching and helping. And really, I think that you have grown into such a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And so stylish too.
Thank you.
And you do kind of have your own thing.
Yes.
I'm kind of preppy.
Yeah, but you have like your whole, like you have your Crystal Minkoff thing that you do.
Yeah.
When you wear things.
And feminine.
It's
feminine.
But I feel like, okay, let me try to like tell you what I think her style is. It's like feminine, but strong, with a little splash of masculine a little bit, because you give a little like
collar, little pop collar. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like, it's very like strong, but it's like, okay, but I'm a girly girl, but I'm like not really a girly girl. I feel like you definitely wear a lot of timeless pieces, to your point, to be honest. I feel like a lot of the things you wear don't really go out of style. Like what you have on now. Like this stays in the wardrobe. Your Converse.
And she does high and low really
high and
well
lows,
too, which
absolutely.
I think this is you really good at that. I think the jeans with the sneakers with the, super high-end jacket, good purse, t-shirt.
Yes.
I mean, this is really cool. And this was also something very new in Clueless that I did. People didn't dress that way. And it was kind of mother of invention because I couldn't buy all designer. I couldn't go, so I had to mix it up.
Yeah.
So it was also very fresh. And I think when the movie came out, the girls were ready to kind of get out of the baggies and really embrace this femininity and the high and low. People could actually afford and do it. It was not all Versace head to toe. It was not like preppy head to toe. It was not 1940s. They were like rockabillys at the time. Yeah. So it was also really fresh. And I love that you doing it because it's you. Yeah, again, it's very
it feels
you.
like you.
You guys are so sweet.
I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, give us a little bit more of this, a little bit leg.
You guys are the broken
you
record.
in that
she
way.
wants more boob from
Sometimes
me.
I want, but I still think even when Crystal's conservative, she still somehow comes off sexy because she's figured out how to sexy her in her own way.
You. But it's the essence too of a person, and I think this is what's really important. I think people ask me that question. How do you find your style and stuff? And I think you have to try. I think you have to, you have to really figure it out.
But it's not easy though.
It is not easy.
Well, that's the question for our humble braggers.
Yes.
I think what we love about the show is that we're really here to like teach people, and we obviously trust in your work. Like, what tips can you give as a fashion designer, a costume a stylist to our listeners, men and women, to really, if they're really feeling like they're in a rut or they want to, step out and be a little more fashiony, like what tools can you give them right now?
And how do they even figure out what their style is? Like for me, I'm not like, I love all the, fabulous designer items and all that stuff, but I'm more like personal style. I like to just, clearly I just wore all black today and it couldn't have been more easy for me to dress today. But in my mind,
you feel like.
in my fashionista mind, I really feel like, hey, you know what? I am pretty good at just putting together things that I like, but I'm like afraid to play with jewelry. I'm afraid to, like, I keep it so safe and simple.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Where do people start?
You can't be safe. You have to experiment. I think you have to try. You have to like kind of overload and maybe take things off. You have to go out and see how you feel. Maybe you make mistakes, and maybe there's a weird photo on the red carpet, but you have to feel it. Then you can look at it and go, oh, okay. You know what? That was a little like, oh, maybe that choker is not so good for me.
Yeah. I'm afraid of necklaces. Like, I feel like I can do
bracelets.
She
is the opposite.
I can do rings, but it's hard for me to figure out a necklace. I don't know why.
Okay, we have to talk after.
Okay, I need like a private consultation.
Totally. So you were saying overload, like over.
Well, I think you have to
pull.
experiment. You have to, and I think the best way for people now is to go to thrift stores.
Yes, I love
we want to be
stores.
sustainable, and it's also something that you don't have to like spend the money and then oh my God, that didn't work.
Yeah.
And
I'm
also,
happy you said that because it's not, I don't think style is about money.
No.
I think style
oh my God,
is about how you put things together.
Absolutely. And I think it's your body too. You have to,
what works on your body.
Do I have great legs? Show the legs. Do I have a good cleavage? Okay. I have a tummy. I always hide my tummy. I push my boobs up and nobody looks down.
Nobody looks down.
That,
nobody looks past those boobs.
And color. What is your color? What makes you happy too? It's like, I think, something is really important. And the same for my actors. When they come out on the screen, they have to feel 100%.
They have to feel good.
And the same for you. You have to play a role. What is your role today? And maybe there is a different roles that you're playing. Maybe you have to be a mom, Crystal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe you have to be the red carpet girl.
I play a lot of moms.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you have to find your ways. And it's like, I'm such a hippie in a way too. I love my little sweats. Mm-hmm. I like my little hiking in, in the Griffith Park with my dog. But then I put it on, and I always feel good in the things that are me. So really, finding that, okay, what does make you feel good? Are you going out? Okay, good. Ask friends.
What makes you
take
feel
a picture?
Good? Yeah.
I think, like in Clueless, she always took Polaroids.
Mm. Yeah.
How do I look?
That's right.
Is it
that's
too
true.
Transparent?
Is it? Yeah.
Maybe it is. So know it, and like, I think that it's really about authentic, what you said before, and what we talked about it, and your own self. And sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone.
And I'm so glad you said that because I don't like to step out of my comfort zone. I love my comfort zone.
Right?
But maybe
so
it's
hard
one
to
piece.
step out.
But maybe it's one piece. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
piece by piece.
This, your all black outfit, and then put on a necklace.
Yes.
The one that
or maybe a colorful shoe.
Exactly.
Right.
Or a colorful hat.
Exactly.
Right. Because I think it's easy. I think, when you guys listen, it's like it's easy because we're, quote, housewives on the show. to go all out, which is already in itself, as you know, Mona, like that really takes you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
People don't normally dress like what you dress on Housewives. So then suddenly, I mean, I think you were so surprised, like I'm wearing sparkles and all of a sudden. So that platform forced me to do that. But in your own world, maybe one little thing, you know, like you said, like do a shoe color or something that you would never buy a bright pink shoe.
Yeah.
But it's still where you can wear jeans and a black top.
Yes.
Like step by step, little by little.
And bigger earring. Hat.
I
mean, I'm a big hat
I love
proponent.
hats.
I mean, I love.
You both
I do love a good hat.
Girl,
you
to me,
can't
it's
tell
all
me anything about a good
hats.
hat.
I mean, hello.
But
Stacey Dash, Clueless.
Yes.
Dr. Seuss hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
Iconic.
Everything.
Love
I mean,
hat.
I don't know if I could have pulled that off, but maybe I could have.
You
but
could, girl. You
could put off anything.
But then maybe we do like a very demure outfit in like a big chunky platform black, and you like.
Oh my goodness.
I mean? It's giving it too. It's like we have to embrace kind of like the parts that we want to play too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think we forget. It's like we're not just this one person sitting at home. We are playing parts in our lives. You know, we are. I mean, you are the housewife on the Beverly Hills housewife, but you're also housewife at home.
That's right.
You are both, you know, and then you go and you play golf and then you do this. And it's like, but what is this simple thread that kind of keeps it all together? I think that is what is your body. What is right? So you can always adjust.
Yeah. And you know, I always say when you look better, you feel better.
Oh,
a lot of it is
God.
very mental as well. And there's nothing like putting on an outfit. Like it does actually change your mood when you feel like you look good. You're like, damn, I look good.
Oh my God.
It really does.
You walk different. You present yourself different.
You have a different type of confidence.
And I think for women it's so important.
It's very important.
We have to own our shit.
We got to own our shit.
You've always been a big promoter of female empowerment. You were probably the first one.
I don't apologize.
Yeah,
I don't apologize. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I've done crazy shit. But you know what? I don't apologize. This is me. This is fully me.
Unapologetic.
Unapologetic. You know, it's like, okay, nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Nobody. Perfect is not real. That doesn't
and I
even
think
exist.
Maybe that's the thing that holds us back. We have to be perfect. We have to be this. It's like, no. Sometimes we silly. And look at my characters. You know, I think there's like so important whimsy. We actually talked about it with Drew on the show yesterday. It's like, I love your whimsy. It's like this whimsical part of us. You know, just having the little boa or having a little hat or having something a little fun. That's like, okay, it's out of the ordinary, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Can we bring back fun?
Bring back fun. Well, what I can appreciate is someone who is a up-and-coming actress. Yes. I didn't realize until we sat down with you today how important your role is even to helping us. Like when I get into character, I go to wardrobe and literally if they put something on me and I'm like, I don't feel it. So but on the flip side, when you put me in something that I feel it's right, it feels right energetically, spiritually, all the things that you're saying, it really helps me as an actress to really actually perform above and beyond because now you just gave me a little extra boost of confidence to go out there and
you
really
are in the
own
shoes
the
of
part.
the character. You're in the shoes of the character. I mean,
but if you get it wrong, then I'm like,
oh God,
like it's almost like I'm paralyzed. Like,
because that's what you're thinking about.
I'm totally thinking like, I don't feel comfortable. Like
But you have to speak up.
I have to speak up.
Okay. You have to speak up.
How do you feel about that? Like,
very important.
Okay.
I bring my actresses and we have a conversation.
So you ask if they like it.
Oh my God.
How do you feel?
Oh my God. How do you feel? Is it the character? I mean, when actor comes out on the screen and they don't even have to say a word, you know within 10 seconds who they are by the costume and who they are.
Yeah.
So you have to be, as a costume designer, I think you have to put aside the dislikes, likes. You have to completely dive incredibly into the character. I mean, you know, as Alicia Silverstone, she didn't know anything about clothes. She was already an activist at 18, walking around in her sweatpants, coming with the dogs to the fittings. We had to teach her.
Yeah.
How do you wear these clothes?
How do you wear them?
Who are you? I mean, designer, you know, very binding, as she says in the movie. But then there was Stacey who comes in, she's already cool.
Right. She's like, bring it.
She's like, bring it, girl. I want these to be shorter. Give me more color. You know, let's do vinyl. Let's do leopard, you know.
Yeah.
So, you work with everybody, you know. What's most important when they come out of my room, they feel great and they feel 100% the character.
So I'm going to take a minute to sort of plug something that's very special to me and Mona right now.
Love a good plug.
Yes, we love a plug. And, in the spirit of Miss Cynthia Bailey, businesswoman that does everything, we
love you, girl.
Love it.
Yay.
Love you guys.
I'm slower to, I pick very specific businesses that I do. But when I had Max, I had gained a kind of a standard 40 pounds. But
First baby.
It took me quite a long time to lose the weight. I was, as all my humbuggers know, I've always dealt with body dysmorphia, my eating disorder. And I remember every year we had this holiday party and I felt so uncomfortable and I was just really big and was breastfeeding and I was, I think, a 40G.
Oh.
My breasts were huge.
Been there. I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And we had, we lived on a street called Betty Lane and I just didn't know what to wear. And Mona came in and she's like, I'm going to make you a dress. I'm going to make you a dress and you are going to be, I don't think we used the word at this time, but it was snatched.
Right.
What I remember.
Did you invent snatched?
It was
you
snatched.
might have actually.
And she knew I always wanted to cover up, but she's like, we're going to cover you up, but we're going to show it off.
Right.
And we're going to accentuate everything that's good, including your cleavage and your ass and your waist.
Yes.
And she, along with your seamstress, created this cherry red lace dress, low cut, but it was the whole inside was built with the tightest sort of Spanx-like fabric.
So it was like a lining. Spanx.
Like shoulder to my knees.
Yes.
I need this dress in every color.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And she put a ton of necklaces on, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like pearls and it was lace and all these cool necklaces.
Very Vivienne Westwood.
Yes. And I have never, honestly, felt sexier.
Wow.
And I never looked better. And so because of that, and Rob Minkoff has always loved that dress.
The girls went crazy. Everybody went crazy at the party. I mean, it was insane. People were like, wow.
Well, I looked like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
My waist was like 20 inches, my boobs,
Yeah.
And so Mona and I created a dress line and we copied that dress. And we're going to bring it to market in the next couple weeks.
Bring it. Yes.
For all the women to feel their sexy Jessica Rabbit, no matter what. It's your dress to go to for parties.
Absolutely.
For any events, all different colors or different necklines. I mean, it's like, it's that dress that you're going to put on and be like, yeah, baby.
Yes.
I'm good.
It's you don't have to think about a dress and it makes you feel good dress.
And when I tell you the zipper, we did a very heavy duty zipper
because you got to.
This is 10 times Spanx, okay?
Yeah.
And we didn't want it to roll because she was like, the problem is when you put stuff
Spanx,
on girls, it rolls.
When you do the Spanx pants and when you do the Spanx stuff, everything is like rolling and there's this is
trust me, I know.
This is like ooh baby.
Yes, and when you zip,
all in,
it
baby.
It goes
sucks
like
in.
a sausage. It's like a sausage.
It's like a sausage
in the best way.
Yeah,
in the best way.
And we were thinking about. I mean, it was actually Rob who's just like, this dress is incredible, and everyone should feel. It's like you know the perfect little black dress.
Yeah.
But it's sort of the one that snatches you.
Timeless.
Yeah, and it's lace overlay. We're coming out with different colors, but
I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun.
We called it Betty Lane because that's where
Betty Lane
originated.
I know.
It's really special,
and it's for everyone. You know, it's like
everyone.
for everyone. It's like different shapes, and this is again stepping out.
And I can't wait to see you and your.
Well, I can't wait to be the
our poster child
model for it.
I see a little emerald. I see a little emerald green, maybe.
Oh, I love that.
Deep burgundy.
Well, why don't you share your journey with Mona?
Yeah,
your weight loss journey.
Oh, well, I'm on the other side of menopause.
Okay,
my body was
Join
hijacked.
The club.
My body was completely hijacked. Everything stopped moving. The scale was like not my friend. Like no matter what I did, it was just like I just could not. My body just was not the same. And I never had weight issues or whatever before in my life. But anyway, I am adjusting. I am a Weight Watchers partner. They just kind of gave me the tools to just kind of relearn this new body.
Yes.
Well, not relearn, to learn the new body that I'm in now. And to just have a different conversation with food and what food looks like for me.
And also different, I think, with your body too. I
Yeah,
think this
all
is
the
what's
things.
so important.
All the
It's like,
things.
you know, we are changing as
Yeah.
women. And I think this dress is also so wonderful. It's not just for the young.
Yeah.
It's for us.
It's for everyone.
For us ladies.
And I'm a woman of a particular age.
Yes,
and
yes.
what I love about the dress, because Crystal did give me a black one, I feel like not only is it timeless, I feel like it's age appropriate. And
Yes.
and I don't say that, I'm not like super like, oh, is it age appropriate? I mean, there's just certain things I just don't lean toward. Like, I don't really do crop tops or any of that stuff anymore because I'm like, I don't know my stomach. I don't want, you know what I mean?
Totally.
I have my things that I'm like a little insecure about, just to be perfectly honest. But I feel like this dress will just literally showcase the best of men.
And hide the arms and hide the back fat and hide the things that we don't want to see.
Back fat. Don't even get me started on back fat.
Hello.
Don't even get me started.
So before we leave, actually 30% of our listeners are men.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Amazing.
So I would love to hear your tips for men in terms of fashion and how to dress their bodies. And also as they get older, they have to change. Like, what tips do you have for men?
Nothing too tight, nothing too shiny, nothing too see-through. Just stick to the basics. Stick to the good button-down shirt. Have it made maybe, you know, like a button-down shirt that's a perfectly made shirt for you would be great. You know, color coordinate, kind of like, you know, monochromatic is great.
Yeah.
You know,
I love monochromatic.
Get the right shoe. Girls, look at shoes.
Yeah.
If your shoes are old, get a clean shoe, good shoe. You know, smell good. Take a shower. So important.
Please take a shower.
You know what I mean? It's like have one good leather jacket, have one good great sport coat, you know, a windbreaker, have a polo, have a good t-shirt, you know, a good brand, not just Gap.
So just really good basics.
Just good basic, but a little elevated.
And
you know, especially if you want to like, you know, show off to the ladies a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you want to look good. You know, make sure things fit. If you gain 20 pounds at COVID, get the bigger size.
There you go.
Very important.
Yeah.
Fabric is everything. Cheap fabric looks cheap.
It does.
Hangs wrong.
Yeah.
You know, invest. You have to invest a little bit. You know, subscribe to GQ. I mean, it's like, you know, they have really good tips. It's like, you know, you have to step up as a man. I think, you know, we are ladies, we always like fresh and smell good. We look good. We want the same from a man.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
So bring it on. Get educated. Go to a tailor. Hem your pants. Hem your, you know, hem your sleeves.
Yeah.
Fit.
And you don't have to have huge wardrobe.
Yeah.
Simple, great capsule wardrobe.
I agree.
You know.
Right. Love it. So where can our humble braggers find you, Mona?
Yes.
Oh my God. It's Mona May.
Mona May.
On Instagram, also monamay.com on my website. And you can get inspired by my movies. There's a process, beautiful process, photos and collages. And the book is on Amazon.com, which we can pre-order now. It's coming out October 28th.
Yay.
I'm so excited. And please, you know,
congratulations.
Buy it for you, buy it for a friend who loves Clueless. It's just enjoy.
It's the best holiday gift.
Fun.
The Fashion of Clueless by Mona May.
That's right.
We love you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you,
so
loves.
nice to meet you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah to everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.